All right. And this is Entertainment Thursday right here on Good Morning Kenya. My name is Vivian Degwa alongside Unique the DJ. And as I had promised you earlier, we have a beauty queen in the house. Yes, you had that right. And I will be introducing her right now. Alafu tutaona the winning walk. You know, she'll come in walking for us. I am talking about the one, the only Miss Earth Kenya 2024. Her name is Faith Wanyama. Faith Wanyama, the floor is yours, or should I say the runway is yours. Take it on.
Thank you.
Yes. That was the winning walk right there, and she took her time on that runway. Yes. And we now see why you were crowned the queen, Miss Earth Kenya. Welcome to the show, Faith.
Thank you so much.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. I'm just so happy to be here. It is an amazing opportunity that I thank God for.
So Faith Wanyama is Finish the sentence.
Right. Faith Wanyama is an actor, a model. She loves singing and she loves dancing. She's from Busia County and a finalist from Kenyatta University, pursuing a bachelor's degree in human resource management. She's someone who loves challenges, taking risks, because you realize that when you keep on doing the same thing the same way, there is no way you're gonna grow. At some point, you have to step out of your comfort zone for you to be what you want to be. So that's Faith Wanyama.
Absolutely.
Typically.
I love that. And I know you aced that Q&A session. At you know, just from you describing or you know who you are, I can tell that you aced it. All right, so where exactly did your love for modeling come in? When did it start? Can you remember?
Yeah, I can remember. All right, in 2017, initially I didn't have the passion, but then in 2017, I met this guy, and then he's like, oh, you got the height. And there was this event, and then he introduced me to the event. I went and I won. So that is when my passion developed, right? And it also started way back when I was 14 years, and I would really cut my clothes. You know that there are those clothes that your parents get you, and then you consider them ugly or rather old, and then you're trying to cut them. You want something new and classy. So that is where my sustainability journey started. Yes, I've been in so many other pageants, but then I just wanted a platform for sustainability, and that is modeling. That is when it all came in. Yes.
What does it take to be a model?
It takes a lot.
Yeah.
It takes, number one, your IQ. Aside from your physical look, can you speak? Yeah. I think that is the most important thing that a model should have.
And it's important that you say that, because most of the times people just assume, you know, for you to be a model, all you need to do is be tall, look good, you know, and it's all about the glitz and the glam that they don't know, you know, exactly, you know, that how that journey looks like. If you can just paint a picture for us, how that journey in modeling looks like, you know, before you get to be crowned as the queen, you know. What does it take, you know, when you go for boot camps? Just paint that picture for us.
Okay, there are a lot of preparations. Like, number one, you have to get the outfits, the right outfits. And then number two, you have to polish your public speaking. And then number three, you have to, you know, it also takes kindness. Can you give back to the society? Now this entails your advocacy. Yeah, so these are the three things that it basically takes. Yes.
All right. So Miss Earth Kenya, tell us about Miss Earth Kenya.
So Miss Earth Kenya is an event that that advocates for sustainability and environmental stewardship. It's unlike so many other pageants. This one has a main course, which is sustainability and environmental advocacy. Yeah, here we mainly focus on reducing, recycling, repurposing. Have you heard of those terms?
Yes,
yeah, this is what we mainly focus on, because what I normally believe is, before anything else, it takes your surrounding, it takes your environment. And for you to be successful in everything, your environment must tell it.
So what is your crown all about?
Okay, my crown, like what I'm wearing right now, according to me, my advocacy. I wanted to answer you in terms of my advocacy.
Yes, please.
I advocate for poverty alleviation, which is SDG number 1. SDG is Sustainable Development Goals, which mainly focus on poverty alleviation and zero hunger. So here, we mainly focus on shoes donation, and I have a story to that. When I was in my grade 6, I would really walk miles away, barefoot. And so this day, Red Cross came to our school and they donated rubber shoes. We used to call them Toms. Have you heard of that? Toms, yeah. I was so happy, but then later on, going back home, I got trained on. And as I got home, I tried to, you know, just warm my shoes in the corners of the Jiko. But then, oops, my bad. I forgot. I went to sleep. Waking up in the morning, my shoes were all burnt. So I was so devastated because I didn't have any other pair of shoes to go to school. I didn't want to school. I was so angry, but then my mom told me, just go to school. She pushed me and told me, don't let poverty define you. So last year, I was just trying to find a purpose. You know, what can I do? Because I had another title as I was Crown Miss Kenyatta University. So I wanted to do something in my village at a grassroots level. So I was walking in my village. What's lacking in my village? You know, and I happened to pass by my primary school. And let me shock you, generations are coming and going, but that barefoot narrative is still the same in my village. So I looked at those kids and all I could see is their inner voices. I could hear their inner voices crying for help. So I tried to find out, what can I do? That is when I came up with this initiative called Soul.Smile Initiative that we mainly focus on shoes donation, but the shoes should be reused, the shoes that have already been used. And that is where the sustainability aspect comes in. And we also donate used clothes, but the most important thing that we do is mentorship, because I believe that the most important tool, the most powerful tool you can ever give someone to end poverty is empowerment. So we do boy-child empowerments and girl-child empowerments. So basically that is what my crown is all about.
I love that. Beautiful initiative right there, and a beautiful story, you know, backstory to it. You know, it's not just about the crown, you know, we're seeing it, it's looking amazing, like it's just there shining with all the stones in it, you know, but there's something behind it and there's a good cause for it, and I love that, you know. And just before we continue with the interview, there's a clip we have. If we can just cue that so that the audience can see it a bit, and then we get back to the interview.
And vibrant Busia County, I am a finalist from Kenyatta University, pursuing a bachelor's degree in human resource management. I am an actor, a model, I love singing, and I love dancing. Being in art industry for the past 3 years, I consider personal development and volunteering and spiritual growth as my main interest. I also love challenges. I love taking risks, because you realize that when you keep on doing the same thing the same way, there is no way you're gonna grow. At some point, we have to step out of our comfort zones for us to be what we want to be. And also over the years, I've learned and mastered the art of gratitude. I've learned to see situations in a silver lining and assess as to what I can do different to make a difference. And right now, I'm here to transform the beauty, to let the world know that sustainability doesn't have to cost a thing. It takes our hearts, it takes our stereotypes and our perspectives. And with sustainability, we can really go a long way. Hello, good.
And that is the beauty queen herself, Faith Wanyama. Faith, what was the hardest bit of that competition for you?
Okay, I can't say that was a hardest beat.
Okay,
nothing is so hard. Nothing is so hard to conquer. Aside from the fact that there were 8 other strong contestants, and each one has an advocacy, a strong advocacy, and all of them had works, all of them had what it takes. But what I believe in is that nothing is so hard to conquer. Yes.
From the categories that were there, we know that there's the dinner wear, there's the traditional wear. From all those categories, which one do you feel was your stronghold was? In the, from those categories, and which one would you say was a bit challenging for you?
Evening was my best because I really put in a lot. Everything that entails sustainability. It was actually made from recycled compact discs and plastic. So that was my best category. And for something that, the category that was hard, no. There was no hard category because I was not a first timer. I was kind of used to these kind of things. Yeah. So but all I can say is that evening was my best, and I love that category so much. Yeah.
There's nothing hard for Faith.
No, nothing is so hard to conquer.
And I love that mindset. You know, positivity all the way. Now, you mentioned like from the outfits. You know, is it your personal initiative to ensure that you mind what you're gonna be wearing for a certain category, or do you have maybe a team that works on that? You know, when you're in that competition, is it up to the model to come up with whatever it is they will come up with for every category?
So of course it's up to the model to come up with what you're gonna wear. So it is again up to me as a model to either find a designer to make my outfits or make them for myself. But as for me, I make all of my outfits. Yes, I come up with an idea, I take it to my tailor, and then I make literally all of my outfits. I can't wear something that I've been just given. I have to have that idea first before I can wear it. Yeah, so I came up with all of my outfits.
Okay, so you said you make your own outfits. We're taking a break, and then when you come back, you let me know if you're speaking about from the stitching bit, like from inception of the outfit, or just you having an idea of what you want and then you give it to someone to make it for you.
All right.
We take a short break. Don't you go too far. We'll be back with Miss Kenya.
Are you a talented artist, or are you passionate about a topic you want to discuss? But money can be very hard to find for an upcoming artist. Don't worry, Studio Mashinani has got your back. Sign up on ajira.co.ke to book a session with your music and video producers across the country. Work on your music, jingles, spoken words, and even podcasts to realize your dream. All for free. Studio Mashinani, Radani Talent.
I never heard the music so sweet. I repeat.
Wagwan, me brethren, big things are going. Remember, each and every Monday we have to shell down the place with nothing but the best of smooth way the vibes in your favorite station. You know these things.
Alafu kila Tuesday, kata simu tupo side, giving you Kenyan music from the 254.
And of course, you can spice up your Wednesday by enjoying blazing hot hip-hop and R&B jams.
We don't got no label. She say she want bottles.
Vibes and vibes as we go all across Africa, Kenya, Nigeria, Ghana, all the way to Tanzania to give you nothing but the best on Afro Thursday. Make sure you make a date with us each and every single Friday with me, DJ_Liza Diva,
DJ Cold,
And me, Wanjiko. This is Club One Extra.
Unanifanya nisikie kunyongwa. Hadija ai, nani especially ukisonga.
wasallam alisema kuwa itafika zama ambazo kushikilia Uislamu kutakuwa ni kugumu kama kushikilia ama kulishikilia kaa la moto.
Muhimu ni tujue kuna athari ambazo zimetokea kutokamana na yale ambayo tunayoyafanya, na masikitiko zaidi ni pale ambapo tumekubali mapungufu ambayo yanafanyika kwenda kinyume na mafunzo ya dini.
And we are back. Thank you for staying with us. This is Entertainment Thursday right here on Good Morning Kenya. In case you're just joining us, we are joined by a beauty queen in studio. She is Miss Earth Kenya, Faith Wanyama. Faith, before we went for that break, I was asking, you said you make your own clothes, from inception. What exactly do you mean? Do you do the stitching or you design? You think of the idea, design it, and then give it to your tailor?
Okay, so one thing about designing, it is the mind.
Yeah.
It is not stitching. So when I say I design, I come up with the idea and take it to my tailor, and then they make the outfit that I wanted. So that is what I call designing according to me.
Yeah.
But when it involves tiny things like just hand stitching and gluing, that one I do it on my own. Yes, but I come up with the idea.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, so you design your own clothes.
Of course.
Yeah, that's what you just said. All right, so when it came to the competition, when you were joining in, when did you guys begin?
It was on a Tuesday, 16th, I mean.
Okay.
16th, yeah.
So when you were joining in the competition, did you know you were going to win? Like, were you seeing yourself being crowned from the first day when you just joined it?
Oh my God.
Had you already pictured it? Just, tell me.
Now, I want to shock you. You know, this is the first pageant that I joined, knowing very well I cannot get the crown,
Wow.
Yeah. So I went there just to have fun and meet with my sisters, but for one cause, that is sustainability. I was just there chilling because, wow, those contestants, they were very strong, and I didn't even picture myself that I'm going to get the crown. And then boom, Faith Wanyama, Miss Earth Kenya, my story just changed in a second. I was so shocked, and it feels like a nightmare now. Yeah.
I need you to paint a picture for me of that particular moment when they were crowning the winner. Just how was that like when they were, I normally watch pageants and I've attended some of them, and that moment when the MC of the day is just announcing, and the winner, our 2024 Miss Earth Kenya is... Just paint a picture for me of everything that was going on in your mind and when you heard your name being mentioned.
So I was there standing, and then my mind is telling me, you cannot be the winner. She's going to be the winner. You cannot be the winner. Just calm down.
You had someone in mind already that you thought would win.
Just relax. You cannot be the winner. Stop tensing. And then I'm there. I'm like, I'm all sweaty. And the moment they called my name, I felt like my legs are... they're leaving my body. I felt like I want to fall down, but again, I cannot fall down. I feel like I even threw the award. We had the awards, the Africist Awards in my hand. I had to throw it away because I didn't even notice I've thrown the award away because I was shocked. And then I cried a lot. I cried a lot because God has just done it for me. I really cried,
Is this your greatest achievement so far, or what's your greatest achievement?
No, this is my greatest achievement. This is the biggest title that I have.
All right, so what next for Faith Wanyama? What are you eyeing right now?
So right now what I'm eyeing is to get the main title. I'll be representing Kenya in Philippines come September. And all I'm eyeing at right now is that major title, Miss Earth International. That is all I'm eyeing at right now. Yes.
All right, so it's happening in
Philippines.
The Philippines?
Yeah, in September.
All right, we are
Yes.
rallying behind you as a country. We cannot wait for you to be crowned as the Miss Earth.
And I'm going to be
Not
crowned.
just Kenya, but Miss Earth all
Yes.
over the world.
Yes.
And you're going to be crowned. I love that. Your positivity is really, you know, impeccable, impeccable. So, you know, there's normally the Q&A sessions. And I feel like that is sometimes the most challenging bit, the most challenging bit of at a pageant. You know, even me as an audience, you know, watching, or if I'm there in person, it feels like, okay, I get the jitters when it's
Yes,
Q&A, even if I'm
yes.
not the one being asked the questions, because you really don't know what questions you're going to be asked.
Yes.
So maybe for a model who's watching us right now, how do you prepare yourself for that Q&A session?
Okay. For me, what has worked for me is watching the previous pageant queens, how they're answering their questions. And then number two, you just have to research on the topic. For example, it's sustainability, it's water is life as the theme. Just research inside that circle. Yeah.
So that's how
And
you
then be
prepare.
prepared. Go in front of your mirror, just speak, ask yourself questions, say, my name is. Just look like a mad person for a moment, but you know it's gonna pay off. Yes.
Yeah. Can you remember some of the questions that were, you know, pointed out to you?
Yeah, the question that I was asked is this. What is your advocacy and how does sustainability comes in? Yes, that was the question that I was asked.
Yeah, and you just answered what your advocacy is all about.
Yes, and how it connects with sustainability. Yes.
Yeah. Now, if according to you, because as you've said, even as when the crowning moment came, you were not sure you were going to be crowned the winner, and you actually had someone else in mind. You were like, okay, I think she's going to get it. I mean, you know, there's this about her and that about her. So what makes you think, or what do you feel was the reason why the judges settled on you?
All right, it's because I was outstanding, number one. My evening gown was standing because the theme was sustainability. We were advocating for sustainability. And then I come in with my sustainable evening gown. So I think I stood up in that beat. And then for my public speaking, I really showed that I could really speak. And I gave the judges the reason to crown me. Yes.
All right. Maybe what are some misconceptions that people have about models or the modeling industry that you would love to debunk here today?
All right. So there is this thing that models have, they're kind of, I don't know how to put it, but they are kind of sluts. Let me put it in quotes. And this is all I have to say. Models are very decent people and humans you can ever meet in this world. There is also this misconception that a model is kind of, the IQ is kind of low. But I want to tell you one thing. Models are the cleverest, let me call them the cleverest and very smart humans you can ever meet in this world. Yes.
Those are the two that you would love to debunk.
And number three, models are kind. We have our advocacies that we advocate for, that you want to make a difference in our society. Yeah.
Yeah. Beautiful. So now, in your modeling journey, like, what would you say is your peak? What are you looking at as a peak? Is there something that you're eyeing that is the peak? If you get to that, then you're willing to now hang the boots.
All right. So one thing that I'm looking at as a peak is once I get that place where I am a huge, you know, entrepreneur in terms of sustainable fashion brand and ethical brands, that will be my greatest peak. I just want to be the biggest entrepreneur who mainly focuses on ethical and sustainable brands and who mainly advocates and informs the world of the importance of wearing local for us to save on the carbon footprints. Yes, that is my greatest peak.
Okay. As we come to an end of this conversation, maybe the modeling industry in Kenya as it is right now, looking at it, where would you say we are at as a country on a scale of 1 to 5? 5 being the modeling industry is at its best. We cannot do any more to it or to improve it. And 1 being we are really lagging behind. So the industry, since you're in it, give me a figure.
All right. So this is what I have to say. Everything is a step by step. I can't say that we are at par right now, and I can't say that we are low. But as we progress, we are going and doing it a step by step. Yes.
Give me a figure. Give me a figure.
Let me give it a 4 because I can't say we are at our best.
Okay.
Yeah, let me give it a 4.
4 is good. So we're really doing good as a country in terms of pageantries. You know, there's the Miss Earth, Miss Kenya, Miss World Kenya, Miss Universe is also there.
And the reason why I'm saying that we are at 4, you realize that this year pageants have really come to Kenya. Like we have the Miss Grand that we didn't have initially in Kenya, and right now there are a lot of international pageants in Kenya. That is why we're saying it is just a step by step and we are heading somewhere. Yes.
So as a model, maybe for someone who's watching and maybe they'd love to know, do you need to be in an agency?
No. You don't have to be in an agency for you to be a model. All you have to do is brand yourself. Yes.
How well should you brand yourself, or how should you go about branding
Let me
yourself?
talk in terms of social media. Just make your social media 100% in terms of photo shoots and stuff. And then maybe you want to work with a brand. You are already a brand, right? Let's say I want to work with which brand? Let me use, give me a brand.
Well, we won't promote them here because
All
let's say
right.
Miss Earth.
All right. Let me say I want to work with Miss Earth as a brand. I'm already a brand, right? I'll have to look for them DM, all right? Once they see they will know me and notice me through my social media. They will realize, oh, so this is a brand, and they will have the interest. They will develop that interest to work with me. So you basically have to brand yourself. Before you can even think of looking or finding any agency, first of all, brand yourself in terms of what you wear, how you show up in public, how you speak, your makeup, you know, that's what we call branding and modeling.
Okay, you always need to look the part, always.
And invest, just invest, yes. Invest in your photo shoots, in your social media, because that is the first thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so you're holding this title from now. You were crowned last weekend? Yeah. So from then till what time?
Till the next Miss Earth Kenya, that is in next year.
Okay.
So I'm reigning for 1 year.
Okay.
1 good year, yes.
All right. All the best.
Thank you.
In the finals of Miss Earth, Miss Earth generally.
International.
Yeah. And we're really hoping that you get to bring back that crown
I
home.
will bring the
We'll
crown.
be rallying behind you. Is there anything people can do to ensure that, you know, we are backing you up?
Yeah, we usually have votings. Okay. Once we get to the boat camp, we usually have the online votings, people's choice. Who are you rooting for? Yeah, so all I just need is for you to mention Kenya, just Kenya. Everywhere, Kenya, Kenya, yeah.
So to keep up with all that, they need to follow the Miss Earth Kenya
platform, yeah.
Okay.
It is just at Miss_Kenya_Earth on Instagram.
All right.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much, Faith.
Thank you
for joining
me.
us, and congratulations on the crown. Maybe your parting shots to the people back at home.
All right. I just have one thing, especially to the girls out there who are watching me, is that give yourself enough credit. I used to have this problem where I could hardly celebrate my achievements that I rendered little, but you realize that every second counts and you never get that second twice. So try and give yourself enough credit. Celebrate. Yes.
Nice. And that's a perfect way to end this interview. Do not downplay your achievements. Whatever it is, they may seem small to other people, but for you, if it's an achievement, then it's an achievement. Thank you so much.
Never second think yourself. Yes.
Lovely. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Congratulations one more time.
Thank you.
Okay, that was Faith Wanyama. She is the reigning Miss Earth Kenya 2024. You've heard that we may be needing to back her up for the international competition, that is Miss Earth International, and all you have to do is just follow their pages, and the moment you follow their pages, they will be letting us know when they need us to vote for them. And as Kenyans, we always rally behind our own, so we'll do that, just that. This is where we end this particular interview. Now I'll take you straight to some music before we call it a day right here on Good Morning Kenya. Don't you go too far. Let's enjoy some music.